Okay, prog people. Let's have another try at this, see if it actually works this time. So, Godslayer bar setups, CP points, and generalized things for Extinguisher of Flames moving into getting yourselves Godslayer. Setup, thankfully, between Extinguisher of Flames and Godslayer doesn't change hugely. It's more just muscle memory to do Godslayer and getting yourself into the position of being able to do the speedrun comfortably. First things first, obviously, if you're going to be the StamArcanist, you want all your points into Stam. Ignore the fact that it says +0, and obviously the Famunda Stone. We should all be running that anyway. Into your sets, the Deadly set is obviously, for the majority of you, you're going to be running Deadly, Coral, Velothi with one piece Slime Cross, so Deadly Daggers, Master's Bow, or Maelstrom Inferno Staff backbarred. Either works perfectly fine. I don't give two shits if you're not running the bow yet. The only time I will ever ask for the bow to be used is when we actually hit Godslayer and we have the DPS minimum hit in about 115. Until then, if you've only got the Inferno Staff, that is not a problem. Do not worry about it. Okay? If you are the Azure Blight DD, take off the Deadly, put on the Azure Blight. It's that same positioning of all of it, so don't worry yourself too much about that. One Piece Light for the Slime Craw. We always run One Piece Light for that extra penetration. It helps a lot. Skills. The Flail. We all run this. This is our self-heal. Pragmatic Fate Carver. Obviously all of you should be running this. We run this because this is our shield. Trap, obviously, is a nice bleed damage. Quick Cloak. Now, we run a Quick Cloak over Deadly Cloak for this. A major expedition that you get. Oh, fuck. Wrong thing. Major expedition. So we like that. Physical damage is also lovely. And basically, it just lasts a slight bit longer than the Deadly Cloak, I believe. Obviously, Flawless Dawnbreaker from Bard. This is because it gives the damage buff. We don't ever have to proc it. Backbar ulti, Languid Eye if you are running the Master's Bow. It does not have to be perfected. Perfected is, yeah, it's effectively bragging rights. As with most perfected stuff, it doesn't actually give you that huge of a buff, but it's nice to have. So your backbar ulti will be Languid Eye unless you do not have the Master's Bow or you do not have bow leveled yet. Either or, don't worry about it, you will just run. Let's go and find it. Da, 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 I can't fucking find it now. There it is. Because I don't even have it unlocked. You will run Elemental Rage instead of the Languid Eye if you're running the Infernal Staff backbarred. Obviously, Camel Hunter, Inspired Scholarship, Fulminating Rune. These skills never change between regular content and Extinguisher of Flames moving into Godslayer. Poison Injection. We run this because we are running the Master's Perfected Bow. This is the skill that the Master's Bow procs. It buffs it. It is the best single target damage in this game. Considering we are fighting 3 big ass dragons and occasionally a few little Atronachs, single target damage is the best. Endless Hail or Arrow Barrage, I believe is the other morph. I don't remember. Nice little bit of physical damage, and it lasts for 13 seconds, which is just useful. If, for whatever reason, you do not have a bow unlocked, or you do not feel comfortable running a bow, you take out the Endless Hail, you put on Elemental Blockade. You take out Arrow Barrage, you put in Scalding Rune. That is your backbar setup. Obviously, you would have all of these passives unlocked. I personally don't bother because I don't run these skills, but they're useful to have. So, looking at our champion points now, lastly, Exploiter, Off Balance, hopefully coming from the Templar, Biting Aura, obviously it's your AoE effect, so that buffs your Endless Hail, your Fulminating Rune, your Elemental Blockade. No matter what backbar you've got, you want this because this is going to buff that. Dots, that is your Thaumaturge, that is going to be things like your Beam, that is getting a nice buff from, and finally Wrathful Strikes. Weapon spell damage, we want it, the more you have the better. Going into the red tree, Expert evasion, roll dodging. You want this over Bastion when you get a bit more comfortable and are hitting Godslayer. Until then, if you feel more comfortable running Bastion, please do. I do not blame you guys at all. However, expert evasion is going to be useful if you have a loose Frost Atronach on the first boss. You have to roll dodge on first boss during flight through the large beams, ice boss even, that he creates on the floor, because I'm saying first boss, but we're going fire first here, guys. So on the ice boss, he creates the large lightning beams in the ground. You need to roll dodge through that, hence expert evasion. Means you're not wasting your stamina, you can keep your stamina low, and then you can beam to survive the frost beam that the ice dragon will do, because if you do not block / beam through it, you will die. Obviously, rejuvenation, health, mag, stam recovery, fortified, extra armor, believe me, you are going to want it, and boundless vitality for that extra health. Again, you will want that extra health in Sunspire hard mode, guys. Trust me on that. Trust the process. Have a look at some of the guides I have posted on the Discord. Have a look further down my YouTube. You will find 2 POVs of me doing Godslayer practice myself. One, we did it in 40 odd minutes, got the clear, and you guys will be able to see, especially on last boss, what I mean by those big ass statues. Those big ass statues are the other reason we run expert evasion. They do a very large AoE during their heavy attack on the ground. If you are in that AoE, you will die. It is an immediate one pop to all DDs. Trust me, it is not fun. Last but not least, food. Very basic stuff here, guys. This one, braised rabbit with spring vegetables, absolutely amazing if you are not going in the ice portals, or if you are going in the ice portals and Skillsy, I believe, is the one going to be healing you guys through it. If you want to give him a bit of a challenge, then run this. It'll give you some extra health. So as you can see here, puts you up to 20 odd K health. And then Skillsy will have to heal you through all of that. So that 27k, he'll have to heal you through. Or you can be nice to him. You can run the hearty garlic corn chowder, which is actually the recommended one, especially for the ice boss. Gives you max stamina instead of all the other stats, and it puts your health to 21k. Slightly easier for Skillsy to heal you through. If you have any questions, you know where to find me on the Discord or in my YouTube comments.